Hi, I'm Susan Mayer, and this is an overview of Philly IFT for our regional college students. I am the program co-chair of the 2025 scholarship program, along with Sonali Raghunath, and she and I are going to share with you some information so you are all ready to participate in our 2025 scholarship program. So let's get started. Today we want to go over some information about Philly IFT as well as IFT Student Association and our 2025 scholarship program. To begin with, you'll hear us interchange Philadelphia IFT and Philly IFT. Philly IFT is our nickname, just like lots of things around Philly. We call it Philly instead of Philadelphia. So let's take a look at what is Philadelphia IFT and how do Philly IFT students and industry members benefit from being members. Philadelphia IFT is a region of IFT. IFT is the Institute of Food Technologists, has been around since 1939 with the mission of feeding the minds that feed the world. It's very much an international organization. There's several divisions based on interest areas as well as sections that go across various regions in the United States and abroad. And these are more for regional networking and support. To learn more about IFT, check out www.ift.org. So the Philadelphia section is one of the many regional sections of IFT. So how much area do we cover in Philadelphia IFT? Well, not only the city, but we go all the way east to the Atlantic Ocean and then west into about Delaware County and then north up to the northern part of like Bucks County and then south down through Delaware. And you can see by the zip codes here which ones are covered. There are annual student fees to belong. So to belong to National IFT for students is $50. And then the Philadelphia section is another $10. So that's a total of $60 a year for students. Now, once you've joined, you can join any of the divisions, the technical divisions that you want. They're all free to join. And then you can join other sections. So if you live outside of the area and want to join another section, or if you're thinking you want to relocate to a section after you graduate, you could join another section as well. And check with that section to find out what their fees are. So what are our universities within the Philadelphia section? Well, Drexel is right in the center of the city, as you know. And then in our northern suburbs, we have Delaware Valley University. And down in Delaware, we have University of Delaware. So our student programs and scholarship programs are based around these three universities. The section officers for this year, you can see listed here. We represent a wide range of companies. We're at a wide range of parts in our career. A couple of us are retired. A couple of us are just beginning our just beginning their time in the industry. And you'll also see that one of our directors at large is from Delaware Valley University. And so the universities are a very important part of Philadelphia IFT, and we always try to keep one of our directors at large being from one of our universities. So what are some of the benefits of membership in Philadelphia IFT? We have lots of local dinner events and meetings. And these events and meetings, we're looking to provide education and networking opportunities. Our events are always open to students. There are scholarships and poster awards, department support. We revised that program in 2024, and Sonali's going to talk to you a little more about what this year's program includes. We have a suppliers expo social with a technical session at the beginning, a technical seminar at the beginning of that event. And we provide complimentary tabletops for universities at the expo social. There's also a quarterly newsletter. So if I had to round it up and say what's the benefit of belonging to Philadelphia IFT, it would be networking and mentorship for students, as well as for those of us who've been members of IFT for decades, I can tell you that it really does provide friendships for life. There's also a career center that we have as part of our newsletter. You'll see positions available, as well as if you wanted to advertise, that you were looking for a position, you could submit that to Philly IFT, and we would be able to post that for you in the newsletter. The events for this year, in September we had the Expo Social. In November we had a networking event playing Top Golf that also raised some funds for scholarships. In January we just finished up our Lunar New Year celebration. Now we have our winter webinar series. If you can attend those, great. If not, we have a YouTube channel that we're starting up, so you'll be able to access those webinars right from that YouTube channel. And then in April, as our big event for students, our Student Appreciation Night, that'll be at Drexel towards the end of April, and you'll hear more about that. And then sometime this spring, we're hoping to do a networking at a winery. So that pretty much gives you an overview of Philly IFT and how students and industry members benefit from being members. So I'm going to turn it over to my co-chair, Sonali, who's going to talk to you about IFTSA and our 2025 scholarship program.
Thank you, Susan. I'm Sonali Raghunath. I'm also working with Susan as a co-chair for the scholarship committee for Philly IFT. So what's the benefit of being a student member at IFT? Being a student and now being in the professional setting, and this allows me to communicate a lot better with you as students in particular, because the benefits of student member for IFT is enormous. And before even we jump into it, we need to know what is IFTSA. IFTSA stands for Institute of Food Technologists Student Association, which means it's a student-led organization and it's affiliated to the Institute of Food Technologists. And IFT is a professional society which is focused on food science and technology. Essentially, IFTSA is a community for students who are interested in food science and who are part of the IFT network, and it provides a lot of networking and learning opportunities in the field. And the membership cost itself is, I would say, around $50 plus or minus tax and some section fees. Usually for Philly section, it'll be $5 or $10 more than that. But being part of this community, what does it help? So what are the opportunities that are available with Philly IFT? So what are the opportunities with IFTSA student membership or IFT student membership? So you can be a part of a bigger community, food science community. You can meet professionals during meetings. And also there is IFT's annual event where you get to see different students presenting, poster presentations, oral presentation, and you can also learn from individuals who are presenting as well. And it also provides scholarship opportunities with main IFT and also section scholarships. That's what Philly section is part of. You can also volunteer for IFTSA leadership positions if you're looking for opportunities for leadership. And there are also a lot of opportunities with IFT sections and divisions. In particular, there are also networking opportunities, mentoring programs, and there are also a lot of competitions, product development competitions that is hosted just for students to participate, and team building experience as well. There are a lot of learning resources and webinars, and if you're looking for jobs, they do also have a career central that's available. There are many student chapters as well. You can also look where the Philly IFT students belong. There is a separate section for student chapters where the University of Delaware and Delaware Valley University both have IFTSA chapters. You don't have to have an IFTSA chapter to be an IFT member, but we highly encourage it. But can always be an IFT student member being part of that. You can look through the other universities that also have the student chapters. There are also a lot of scholarships that is part of IFT. There are student scholarships for travel awards, undergraduate student awards, research and research competitions that's going on. And the University of Delaware is part of the HERP program, which is nothing but the undergraduate program is actually approved by the IFT's Higher Education Board, which goes through a rigorous process. There are scholarships available for undergrads and graduate students, and if you're an undergraduate student, there are a lot of scholarships that's available there as well. And do not worry if you do not have a HERP approved undergraduate program at the university of you're studying. IFT also provides then gateway scholarships that are specifically available for students who are not part of the HERP approved undergraduate program. So there are a lot of opportunities within IFT as well if you're looking for scholarships and competitions. So what do we do as Philly Section IFT? We have our own section scholarship opportunities, and we have almost around 21,000 that has been collected, and it will be awarded for the 2025 scholarships. There are also a lot of poster competitions especially for the graduate students, and this is mainly to support the food science programs, which comes under the Philly IFT section. And these are open to, again, graduate and undergraduate students who are part of Drexel University, Delaware Valley University, and University of Delaware. You can also look at the information and the forms, which is available at Philly Section IFT, and the website is also provided on the slide here. And make sure that the applications are in by March 31st. If you're definitely planning on applying for it, I highly encourage the students to apply for it, as we do have money to sponsor the students and award the students on their research and other activities they're actively part of. You can also connect with us. Social media is a must in this generation. So we are also part of Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Make sure you go and follow us. We do have our own website, but if you're a social media person, please do go and follow us. We do provide a lot of information about the webinars and other activities that are happening with Philly Section IFT. So highly encourage to go and follow us in different platforms if you're part of those. And once again, thank you for patiently listening to Suzanne and myself talking about the scholarship opportunities and what IFT could do for students. And again, thank you, Gary, who's our Philadelphia Section IFT's president, for spearheading this one for the 2025. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to us through our Gmail, or also you can find us in LinkedIn. You can always reach out for more questions if you have, and do follow our YouTube channel, because that's something new that we're starting, and that's where these videos will be part of. You'll get to know more about the section. You'll get to learn about the webinars we're hosting. So make sure to follow our YouTube page as well. And thank you again for patiently listening, hoping to see and receive more student applications and hopefully have a wonderful award night for everyone. Hoping to see the students, and best of luck for everyone. Thank you.